He ran left.
No, he's right there.
His tail's down. His tail's down. His tail's down. He's still running. I think he missed. Jump on. Let's go.
Welcome back to Find Your Outdoors. You may recall last season's FYO episode in which Britt bagged her dream buck at Soggy Bottom Lodge. And while we showed you the hunt for her 160 and 16 pointer, what you didn't see was all the monsters that Britt passed up to finally get a shot at her trophy.
That's right. I was super excited when we got the call that JR was going to let us come hunt a big Soggy Bottom whitetail. I've been to Soggy Bottom many times with kids outdoors and have seen some huge bucks on that property, so I knew this had potential to be a hunt of a lifetime.
And it was. On this week's episode, we'll join Britt on her adventure at Soggy Bottom Lodge as she hunted hard, passing on some trophy bucks that many hunters would not be able to have passed on, all in search of her monster whitetail. And later on in the show, we'll share a peek at a Kids Outdoors dream hunt at Soggy Bottom, joining Austin Ervin and his family from Palmer, Alaska, as they chase a big cow elk.
Brittany has just arrived at Soggy Bottom Lodge to embark on a trophy white-tailed deer hunt. This isn't Britt's first trip to Soggy Bottom, as the Find Your Outdoors team has filmed many hunts with Kids Outdoors and the Soggy Bottom crew. But on this trip, Brittany has high hopes of killing one of Soggy Bottom's famous trophy white-tailed bucks. Soggy Bottom Lodge is nestled in the heart of southwest Alabama, on over 1,200 acres of prime hunting land. This world-class outfitter features 2 beautiful lodges to accommodate groups of all sizes. Even though Soggy Bottom is renowned for some of the best guided hunts in the southeast, the lodge is also equipped to host large corporate events, weddings, and even weekend getaways. With over 1,200 acres to hunt, you can find yourself chasing one of the numerous 150-plus inch trophy whitetail bucks. If you're looking to bag something bigger, or an exotic big game, Soggy Bottom Lodge also offers guided elk hunts and fallow deer. You can take to the fields or the blinds for a guided upland bird or duck hunt, relax in the afternoon shooting skeet, or wet a hook targeting largemouth bass on the 21-acre trophy bass lake. Or just simply relax on one of the scenic porches and soak in some amazing views. If you're seeking an outdoor adventure with all the amenities, Soggy Bottom Lodge is the place for you. Brittany is getting ready to head out for her first evening hunt with Soggy Bottom Lodge guide Cody Key. After an afternoon ride around the property, the bucks are up and moving, and Brittany is eager to get in the stand. When we come back, Brittany passes on a beautiful 10-point buck on her first evening hunt. Brittany is on her first evening hunt at Soggy Bottom Lodge. Hunting with guide Randy, they're after one of Soggy Bottom's 150-plus inch whitetail bucks. They're hunting the food plot titled Florida. All of Soggy Bottom's stands have college football team associations. As Brittany is a Florida Gator alumni, she's hoping this swamp brings her luck. A group of doe fallow deer has entered the field. Though not the target species, the fallow does are fun to watch graze while they eat. Shortly after, a young 7-point whitetail shows up. This deer isn't the size that Brittany's after, but it's a good sign that the bucks are moving. Just before sunset, a Soggy Bottom 10-point walks out within range. Brittany and Randy discuss the options of shooting this trophy buck. This 10-point is just on the brink of the 150 class deer. With a good look at the deer for over 15 minutes, Brittany decides to pass, as this is only her first day in the stand, and more Soggy Bottom bucks could be on the horizon. Brittany and Randy have passed on a 10-point and moved over to the Texas A&M food plot for the new morning hunt. Randy had a 160-inch 10-point bed down on camera the night before, and they're hoping he shows up for a morning feed. A group of does hit the feeder just after sunup. It doesn't take long for another Soggy Bottom trophy to make an appearance. A mature 4.5-year-old 8-point walks into the feeder. While Randy estimates this deer to be well over the 150-inch target, he and Brittany both are hesitant as they hope for a chance at that big 10-point. Time passes, and Brittany lets another Soggy Bottom trophy walk. The 10-point never showed up, and now Brittany is second guessing if she passed on her opportunity to kill a Soggy Bottom trophy whitetail. When we come back, Brittany gets her shot at her dream buck with Soggy Bottom guides Cody Key and Jerry Smiley. Brittany has been hunting at Soggy Bottom Lodge for 2 days, chasing her dream 150-inch trophy whitetail deer. Brittany has passed on 2 shooter bucks, a solid 10-point and a mature 8-point. After spending some time with Soggy Bottom's guides back at the lodge, guides Cody Key and Jerry Smiley take Brittany for an afternoon ride around the property to see if they can find a 16-point that they saw bedded up earlier that morning. They found their target trophy bedded up in a small pine thicket. As Brittany is on foot, they have to sneak into the right position for a good shot without spooking the deer. Just before Britt gets into shooting position, the deer has spotted them and gets up on the move. Cody and Jerry take Brittany on a stalk through the pines, trying to cut off the deer for a good shot. They've cut the deer off at a power line clearing. Brittany makes her way to the tree line to set up for the kill shot. He ran left.
No, he's right there.
His tail's down. His tail's down. His tail's down. He's still running. I think he missed. Jump on, let's go. He's run towards Cody, but a little down the hill.
It's been a long 3 days here at Soggy Bottom Lodge in Linden, Alabama. We've been looking at a few shooter bucks. We passed on a bunch of them, and then we saw this one laying with a bunch of does, and it was amongst all these trees and the brush. And so we started stalking him, and he would start running, and we'd go after him, trying to get a shot on him. And he would just start moving real quick, and so we eased up around. Finally got back to around the power lines and saw him through the trees, and he was running. Finally he slowed down enough where I could make the scope not shake quite as bad as it was, and finally got a shot on him, and here we are. We got it done. We found our outdoors here at Soggy Bottom Lodge.
Brittany has just killed a 16-point whitetail buck at Soggy Bottom Lodge. They get back to the lodge for photos, and guide Jerry Smiley measures the rack for an official score.
And 5. Three and 2. 10 and 6. 6 and 1.
Well, Britt, how are you feeling leading into that last day, knowing you had passed on some really nice wall hangers and not knowing if you'd get another chance to take a shot?
Well, that's a pretty fair question, because I was really nervous waking up that last morning, but even more so after we passed on that really big 8-point. But Randy just knew a bigger buck was going to walk out. We had that 10-point targeted, but he never showed his face that morning. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure if I was going to get a shot at the deer I was hoping for.
Well, thanks to the amazing guides at Soggy Bottom, Cody and Jerry put you on that beautiful 16-point in the afternoon, and a pretty impressive shot free-handed as y'all had to put the stalk on that deer.
Yeah, and I was nervous taking that shot too. I knew it was probably my last opportunity. He was slowly walking through that pine thicket. He poked out into a clearing between the trees and stopped just long enough for me to find him in my crosshairs.
Well, Britt, congratulations once again for bagging a fine trophy whitetail. Coming up on FYO, we'll give you a sneak peek into a dream hunt at Soggy Bottom Lodge with Kids Outdoors. Stay tuned to find out if Austin Ervin can tag a big cow elk.
deer or an elk or whatever we decide to shoot.
Let's go hunt.
She's massive.
Yes, she is. How many pounds do you
I would hate to even guess.
I need lights on it.
Look at the size of them ears.
Brother, it's good to see your face for the first time seeing your elk.
See this tooth right here? That's the ivory. That tooth is made of ivory. There's one on each side.
So we'll pull your ivory out for you.
Congratulations to Austin on his big cow elk. And thank you to Kids Outdoors and Soggy Bottom Lodge for allowing Austin to participate in this dream hunt, as well as providing me the opportunity to kill a trophy whitetail buck. For more information about Kids Outdoors, you can visit their website at kidsoutdoors.org. If you're interested in booking a big game bird hunting or fishing trip, or even a corporate event or wedding at Soggy Bottom Lodge, you can visit their website at soggybottomlodge.com.
Well, that's all we have this week on Find Your Outdoors. Tune in next week as we look to the skies for an amazing duck hunt with Chris Barwell off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Brittany gets her first taste at hunting waterfowl and takes her first duck with her grandfather's old shotgun. We'll see you next week on Find Your Outdoors.